So we got to talk about siding to victory a little bit. You say you mentioned it kind of all happened fast, but you guys did one of those showcases, right?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you
it was
kind of?
Oh my
weird.
god.
I'd love
The
to hear from
corporate showcase, the
yeah,
thing where
yeah, but I want
oh
to hear
my
from
God.
him. I want to tell us the story
Yeah.
because you guys just went there for that, right? There wasn't like it wasn't routing shows to there. You guys just drove down and did that and drove back, right? Can you kind of walk us through that whole thing?
Yeah. So when we put the video out, we were all joking in the band room, like, what label is going to sign us, or what's going to happen? And somebody said Victory, and I was like, no way. And we ended up getting that email like after 2 weeks of the video being out. It was from Victory themselves, but it was because the Bunny the Bear, the bunny, he saw our video and he liked it, and so he showed Victory, and they reached out. They told us, come play a showcase, come perform in front of us. So we got our money together and we rented a van and a U-Haul, and we drove from Corpus all the way to Chicago. It's like 20 hours. It's tough. And we got to this big building and loaded up in an elevator. It was like a just giant elevator that you could put equipment in, like a whole drum set and stuff. And we took it to like the 4th floor, and it was this big soundproof room with a stage. We set up, and then about 20 executives walked in. They didn't even look like they listened to metal, and some of them were in ties, like they were dressed very formal. It was really weird. And we just played this really spastic grindcore set, this like 5-6 song set that was kind of sloppy and chaotic, but I tried my hardest because that was like the test,
Yeah,
And
there's no better test, that's for sure.
yeah. So after we finished, they were just like kind of like speechless, and they just walked out of the room, single file line. They just all walked out.
Didn't
And
say
then
anything.
they didn't say anything. Yeah, it was so weird,
So
man.
you're done. They look at you, stand up, and they leave.
And they leave. And then the last guy had this sly smile. He was the guy that signed us, Double J. He was like, "Hey, we'll be in contact with you guys. See you later." And we didn't know whether we got signed or not. So we went all the way back home to Texas, 20 hours. We didn't hear from them for like a week. And then they called us and they said that they wanted to move forward. So they faxed the contract, and we signed it from home and sent it back.
Okay, I don't like. No, I mean, I'm never. It's cool because it worked out, but like, I'm never gonna understand that concept personally. I don't get it. I understand like, oh, I want to see you live and stuff like that, but in that context, I mean, even the best, like, I don't know, like band in the world, it's just not a context that makes you look good. It's like people not reacting and you giving your best kind of makes it like the more you give, the more the lack of reaction is worse. You know what that means? Like, because they're super into it and you get more into it and they're just like nothing. But it was a thing. Apparently that's how it was with the label. So it worked out I mean, you got signed. So thank God there was the other dude who at least could say something. There's that. That's great.
But they made like a mockery out of us. Nobody ever got Victory Records just signed. Like no one ever got a video like that. We were the only band that got that. And they exploited it, and it wasn't the right move. It made us look like it made us a target, to get hated on. Because their labels are very respected. They had Terror. They had a bunch of bands back in the day. And then comes us. I'm glad they saw something in us. He always said we were going to be like a big band one day. But it just backfired for a while.
Yeah, I think also the era, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think around that era, again, I could be wrong, but I think the hate thing that you're mentioning, it was right when I believe Attila with like it was in the mention, like bling bling and stuff. It was kind of a moment where bands were popping off with like a tremendous amount of hate and stuff like that. So I could maybe, I'm not trying to defend, I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if it could be part of a certain strategy to be like, well, people are going to talk, this and this is going to happen, right? So I'm just for context, and again, I could be wrong, but I think that's the era. So I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Because image is everything, and the first impression, you know what it is. So if minds are set up, that's kind of what happens.
I was always surprised that that song never got like re-released under Victory.
Oh yeah. I think they wanted to do that, but we were just like, fuck that song. So we didn't want to like do that, you know.
So that kind of leads into something else I was kind of wondering. Like was Victory kind of just letting you guys do your own thing, or was there any, you know, again, because we talk about a change of style right afterwards. I'm understanding that you guys were behind that decision, but was there even any pressure from them to kind of change, or would they, on the contrary, maybe even would have preferred you guys to keep doing what you guys had already done? Like, was there any friction there ever?
Yeah. When we turned in the album, we were kind of nervous because we didn't tell them we changed the sound. And when we turned it in, they loved it. You know, they wanted to come out with Break Free From Your Life and Reality Away as the 2 singles. But we wanted Crystal Swords, Kill the Hordes, and Destroyer. And so
the heavier songs for context.
Yeah. So they put out Break Free From Your Life, I guess because they had like a Day to Remember. So they heard Break Free From Your Life. They probably heard the last breakdown. They're like, yeah, this is like a Day to Remember or something.
Not kidding. They took you guys as like, the way I'm understanding it, it's like those are the new Asking Alexandria, like attack. You know what I mean? Like they picked you as like, oh, okay, with the video and everything, they wanted to brand you as like the, I don't know, like scene metalcore, whatever thing. And when you hear that album, it's like, what I'm hearing is more of like a Count Your Blessing, like As Blood Runs Black, like super dark, melodic. But the dudes at Victory, they were probably like, that's not what we want to, you know, that's not the image we had in mind.
us.
But yeah.
Yeah, because they did have Carnifex and stuff. But yeah, I think for us, they wanted that post-hardcore feel for the market. But it was very annoying to deal with that too, because I just hated all those decisions, and we had to fight all of them. But we ended up getting what we wanted, and we would have done more albums. But you know, the musical differences between the band members is what really broke it up.